Okay, what is this guy doing? I mean, he's overshot the shop by 500 meters roughly. I mean, I don't know that's for the actual meters, I'm just guessing, but pretty sure I sent the guy to go into the middle of this car park. Obviously that didn't happen. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another episode of Elm Creek, new farmer mode for new players to the Farm Sim franchise. So, carrying on from last episode, we removed our big barn, so it was just getting in the way, we weren't using it, so we decided to offload it. Got about 50 grand for it. I've come back through and smoothed out the area, put down some gravel, and just made the area a little bit more usable for driving on, etc. And the farm garage we've also gotten rid of. I filled in the hole, painted the gravel texture, and I'm currently just using it for vehicle and equipment parking at the moment. So what else have we done? We've planted the wheat. We've got 2 growth states on this and a fertilizer state, so that's almost ready to harvest. We are topped up on our greenhouses, so they're chugging away with their water supply. Currently still set to auto sell on lettuce, so that's just another income stream for us. And then we've got our 3 solar panels. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to sleep again. Alright, and hopefully we are going to nearly be ready to harvest on this wheat. So let's quickly check the growth map. So one more day, I think we'll be ready to harvest. We've got field 48 that's actually ready to harvest. So what's in field 48? It to me looks like it is potatoes or sorghum. Let's go and have a quick look at that. Has that been harvested? If it hasn't been harvested, we've got a baler too. Let's have a look at that in a second. Oh, that's been harvested already. Wow, okay. I was going to flip that, but that's not going to happen now. Alright, let's move some egg pallets. Then we're going to sleep again. And we'll harvest our own wheat. So we weren't quick enough on the draw to flip that field, but not the end of the world. Right, let's get these guys loaded up. So the eggs are proving to be pretty lucrative at the moment. Basically they're our main income stream. They've actually funded the solar panels, which have been quite good as well. Now, solar panels are something you should probably think to put in a bit earlier than I actually did. So if I was going to do this again, I would probably take out a loan and get them in from the get-go. Because basically the longer they're in on your farm, the better they are. Because obviously they have more time to work for you and start paying themselves off. So I'm not going to win any prizes for telehandler driver of the year, but get the job done. Oop. Just finding the camera angle that works best for you, I think, as the operator. I know a lot of people like the front wheel, not the first person view. I find that sort of a side-on view works best for me. That's just my personal preference. Alright, so they've freed up space. Let's check how much wheat we've got. So only got 1,500 litres. Do we have anything in storage we can feed them? 203 litres. They won't eat oats, so we're in desperate need of this wheat again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep again. Hopefully this harvest will be ready. Alright, let's go check it out. So ready to harvest, excellent. So let's get our harvester underway. And it is good to see our money actually going up each day as well. So the solar panels are really kicking in. So this is really going to help us expand rapidly now. And I would really like to get into a bigger set of fields. And we'll send this guy away on a worker, straight up. So we're not going to worry about the straw. Okay, let's get this guy. So we'll go and top up our greenhouses. So they don't use a lot of water overnight. So we can get away with just topping them up the way we have been. It's been working quite nicely. And I think I do have a tanker mod that has actually quite a bit larger capacity than this trailer. So if we ever do need to utilise it. Yeah, they're a bit thirsty today. So this could be because we haven't done it for a couple of days. Yeah, we're going to have to do another pass. So let's go and fill up. And then we'll come back through for another run. Alright, here's our harvester travelling. One run down. Beautiful. Used vehicles, that's what I was going to check. So what do we got? Horse trailer. This is a hook lift trailer. Slurry tank. Silo compactor. Front loader attachment. Okay, top marks for... Let's get this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a headland row here. It's because this field is a little bit difficult for this worker to navigate. So I'll remember that for next time so I don't have to drive on the crop again. But it just gives them more room to turn around. Particularly down the other end too where the farmhouse is, because it is a bit small. So let's get this guy. It's got turned around, so this should be much easier going this way. Right, the other thing I wanted to check was we've got some other harvests, some fields we can harvest. Depends what crop they've got. So what is this? This is oat. Field 52, what's in there? I mean, everywhere's got oats. Like, come on. What's field 50? That looks to be soybeans. That's growing. I mean, do we have anything? Field 30? That's oats. 31 sorghum. Yeah, we could look to start purchasing these fields out the back here, actually. So if we go here, we can buy that one. So that's 56,000, so let's buy that. Let's buy that one, and let's buy that one. Right, let's go and check out what we got. So we've got cotton there, not too worried about cotton. I'm just going to direct drill that. What do we got here? Nothing. And sugar beet. Now these fields can be a little bit finicky, for lack of a better word, in terms of the worker, but they are good candidates to join together. So what I might do, so obviously our water tank is still filling up. I want to get the Lizard subsoiler, so that's in the plows. Lizard 9MT, so this is 320 horsepower requirement. Our tractor that we own is 351, so that's sufficient for the horsepower requirement, so we're going to buy that. Customize, let's get the 9 meter. We'll just keep it as is. So I'm going to buy that outright for 20 grand. Send this guy down to the shop, we'll grab that subsoiler. So I'm going to drive out to the road, send him down a worker, and then we'll go and empty our grain cart with our other tractor. Alright, open our worker menu, send them to the shop. So that guy should be underway. Yeah, so like I mentioned before, I've just tidied up the farm a little bit. Just makes things a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. Alright, let's go and get emptied. Okay, what is this guy doing? I mean, he's overshot the shop by 500 meters roughly. I mean, I don't know, that's for the actual meters, I'm just guessing, but pretty sure I sent the guy to go into the middle of this car park. Obviously that didn't happen. Another thing that I did do was I turned on the timescale to go a little bit quicker. So currently I've got it set to +5. So I might actually change that to go a little bit quicker again. Reason being, so let's go +10. Basically every video I do is at 9 o'clock. So I want to sort of showcase a little bit more of the visual changes throughout the day in the Let's Plays. So rather than having everything at the same time, get some morning, get some midday, get some afternoon, all that sort of stuff. So just make it a little bit more interesting. Right, let's swing through the back here and get to ploughing. So what I'm going to do straight up is I'm going to join these two fields. So the way we do that is grab our plough. This is nice and easy for this field. Drop it down, allow create fields, and then we're just going to put a join in just here. So we basically want to maximize our farmable area in this instance, and then we're just going to finish this edge off. That actually wasn't too bad. So always remember to change it back once you've changed it the first time. Alright, looking good. Now the issue with this field is the workers tend to always run into problems turning around, so I'm going to try and send him on the 45. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to park that for the moment. We'll go and empty this into the chicken coop. Okay, that'll still unload. Nice. I'm not going to do anything else at this stage. So let's get this out of here. What we really do need to do is we do need to get seeding. So let's do that. So we'll go wheat again. Tried and true. Nice and easy. Chickens love it. Okay, I'll leave this guy to do his thing. Alright, so I'll leave that trailer there. We'll empty the rest of the combine off, which we've got 3,000 litres, so we'll just dump that straight into the trailer. Now there was some wheat just around the corner here, which we might be able to flip. I noticed it when we drove past before. Hopefully it's... oh no, it was actually... that was oats. So let's not worry about that. I mean, if we had horses, oats would be alright, but basically got no use for it. Okay, this guy's doing his thing, so it's going to take a little while. Alright, we'll come back in after this guy's finished seeding this field, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, we are all done here. Let's move on over to our newly purchased field. So let's see if we can get these guys prepped and ready. So what I'm going to do here more than likely is see if we can send this guy off on 45-degree angle, which could be problematic, but let's just see. Now because this field is at 45, so the workers, my understanding is they'll only go straight in a direction if it's 90 degrees or 45 degrees. So what that basically means is straight up and down, left and right, in orientation towards your compass, effectively. But what I'm thinking here is what I might need to do to give this worker a little bit of an easier time is to square off the end of this field. Although so far so good, seems to be handling it. So if they can manage it, that would be excellent. So let's see how they go coming back this way. So far so good. Alright, so let's leave this guy run for a little bit, and then we'll check back in a couple of minutes. Now this is the problem with these type of fields. So when the worker gets to an edge or an angle that can't negotiate, start running into problems with turning around and being able to complete. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the headland, and then I'm going to swing around. Now it's been able to manage some of the angles, but not all. So as you can see here clearly. So let's line up here. So this will be a little bit quicker if I actually do this section anyway. So I'm just going to leave the drill down just to speed up the process a little bit. Now I may miss some bits here and there, but that's not the end of the world. I just want to get this done, and then I'll reevaluate potentially how I'm going to seed this in the future. Now we actually... yes, we're getting different ground states too for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Someone in the comments will know for sure. So if you do know, let me know. I think it's to do with the ground that was interacted with first, because obviously we had a combination of field states. So we had ploughed, we were ploughing over on the potatoes. So it's going to alter the field state from where we begin and then what we ploughed in, or what we cultivated into. Problem is here we end up with like this little pokey triangle thing that it's not very efficient to seed. Alright, looks like we are all done for now, so let's just double check quickly. So that's growing. This whole area looks to be okay. So here we go, got a different ground state there, different ground state there, different ground state there and there. So it's all seeded, just looks a little bit strange because you can see where we joined. It's got a different field state to where the sugar beets were previously to where they are now. But yeah, that should be alright. So what we'll do is we'll leave that video there. Just going to jump back in here and turn this off. So thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, leave a comment if you've got any questions or feedback. I'd love to hear the comments from the community. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one, and bye for now.